Hello everyone, this is Brother Costello. Hope everyone had a great week. I wanted to introduce Lesson 4, Building Effective Teams. As far as our agenda for these announcements, first of all, just wanted to make several observations. Then we'll do a wrap-up of the case study for the Derby Foods. I'll talk about the Lesson 4 objectives for this week, as well as review the assignments that are due for Lesson 4, discuss the HOA meetings this week, as well as a final thought. As far as observations go, I first wanted to review with everyone as far as carefully reviewing the lesson instructions. Based on some questions I've received this week, it's become apparent that some are not fully reading all of the online instructions. My expectation is that everyone will review the lesson instructions. Naturally, after having done that, if you have any questions or concerns or clarifications, please reach out. Next, I wanted to talk about the reading discussion responses. First of all, it's about noon here in the Mountain Time Zone. And so far, only about 22 threads have been posted. So even though you have until the following Monday, I would suggest getting your post up on a reading discussion board by Wednesday or Thursday. You'll have a better chance of your post being read and receiving a response, as well as managing all of your coursework, as well as for your other courses. Let's talk about the case study, the Derby Foods case. Let's talk about Mary Griffin first, and just some items I want to highlight. As far as Mary goes, feedback really needs to be timely. In her case, she did not provide timely feedback to Simon York, which affected his performance and being effective in his performance as a new leader. Next, for Mary, feedback needs to be specific. When you're giving feedback, whether it's positive or negative, it needs to be specific, and make sure that the receiver receiving the feedback understands it. Okay, as well as any expectations moving forward. Let's talk about Simon York. There's a saying in the business world or in organizations, to praise in public and reprimand in private. One of Simon's challenges was in the case where he publicly reprimanded a subordinate, even kind of made light of his work. You always want to, if you're reprimanding someone, that's something that happens one-on-one in private or behind closed doors. But when you're in a public setting, praise is always appropriate. Next, there is a difference between managing and leading people. Although Simon may have been an effective project manager before, how you manage projects and how you lead people are two very different behaviors. Leading people is a little more nuanced, and there's some specific behaviors that need to be present to be an effective leader, and Simon York obviously learned that the hard way, unfortunately. So let's talk about Lesson 4 this week. It's about building effective teams. So as part of that, we'll be analyzing the factors that contribute to team performance, particularly those related to trust. Also to understand the elements of an effective team. So the assignments that are due for Lesson 4 by Tuesday. The Lesson 4, reading a self-assessment, what Google learned. So there is a self-assessment that goes with this Google case, and it's a little different from the case write-up that you did last week. Remember to work on your accountability projects and to always get with your accountability partners to hold each other accountable with your projects. Make sure you complete your readings in the 7 Habits book. This week is pages 154 to 192. Habit 3, put first things first. Now, the assignments that are due by Monday, February 5th, the What Google Learned activity. So, and you won't be doing a paper due by Tuesday, but there are some responses that you'll need to respond to, and about 5 questions. Make sure you upload those to the activity discussion board. Again, that is due by Monday, as well as participate in your group discussion. Also participate on the reading discussion for the 7 Habits book. Make sure you take the self-assessment. And new this week, one of the 2 360 assessments you'll be doing of your peers. And so make sure you get that done by Monday. As far as the HOA group meetings go, I will be meeting with groups 3 and 4 this week. I apologize for missing the meetings with groups 1 and 2. I had a wedding come up that was all of a sudden with less than a week of notice. So unfortunately that pulled me away last week. Team leaders, make sure you access the agenda and record the meetings, your HOA meetings, okay, especially for those that may happen to miss the meeting so they can review it. And take advantage of the meeting time. In addition to reviewing, the agenda questions, make sure you guys connect everything we've learned so far in these first few weeks of the course. Finally, I wanted to end with a thought from Patrick Lencioni, who is the author of the 5 Behaviors of a Dysfunctional Team, a book we'll be reading in the second half of this course. If you could get all the people in an organization rowing in the same direction, you could dominate any industry in any market against any competition at any time. So I just wanted to share this thought about the importance of teamwork and as it relates to what we'll be discussing this week. All right, well, everyone have a great weekend, and I will see you online. Thank you. Bye-bye.